Hello, hello, YouTube. What is today? Tuesday or Monday? Anyway, happy day. It's a holiday. Happy Monday. Um, Today I decided to do my readings aloud to the world, the YouTube world. Today we're going to be reading from the first Bible, the first canon, before they took all of the books out, which is the Ethiopian Bible. So today, that's what we will be reading. Let me turn it around. How do I flip this thing? Oh, it still ain't flip. Flip. Finally got it. Here it is. This is what we'll be reading today. Once I turn this TV down. Oh, yeah. No, I don't have to turn it off yet. There's some good music playing there. Hallelujah. Okay. Front. Okay. Can you see? Can you see?
I mean, congratulations on that.
All right. You can see.
Oh my gosh. Congrats on the Grammy nomination.
Thank you.
Yeah,
it's wild. I still feel like I'm like 18.
I can never get this on here.
Still writing the next song, and then it's just crazy what God does.
God is good. Yep.
With collaborations, like with Jelly Roll,
Yahweh
he's
is
taking me under his
good.
wing, and it's incredible when
Yahweh is
you look
good.
up to, you get to collaborate with.
Thank you, Yahweh. Okay.
But that's some high praise coming from you. So thank
That
you.
should be good. That should be good. That's where I'm starting. All right. Happy holiday. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Like he said. I believe he said, he led his people into a burning building. I agree with him on that. But happy Martin Luther King Day. All right. Today I want to read Jubilees. I don't know if you can see this. Jubilees. Oh, why is it? Yeah.
And as the garbage man in a Minecraft movie, right now he started
Okay.
streaming on Prime Video starting January 28th.
Let me turn this down. The beautiful song is over. You have to get muted. Okay. Muted. It's a beautiful day today, but it's cold out. It's really cold where I'm at. So, all my orders here. Oh boy. I'll get it in a minute. But we're going to start with Jubilees. The book of Jubilees. One of the books that were taken out of the Bible that we have today. I don't know why it was taken out, but I have a clue why it was. Like I said, if you have traveled down my page or looked at any of my shorts, I am on my spiritual journey. Father called Yahweh, and he told me to get into his word. And that's what I'm doing. And share it with others. Because in today's times, it's really crazy out here. You know, we have war. Rumors of war. Rumors of things. disasters, floodings. I don't know if there's been any earthquakes lately, but the world is in need. And our Father Yahweh is not happy. Our God, Yahweh, whatever you call him, Jah, Elohim. I know he's not happy with this place here we call Earth. Okay? So I'm just reading. I like to read out loud. Sometimes I read to myself his word. And today I said, well, let me share my reading. Jubilees. Here we go. All right. The Book of Jubilees, often nicknamed Little Genesis, is a Jewish rewriting of Genesis in the early chapters of Exodus, and scholars usually date to the middle of the 2nd century BCE and trace to a Hebrew original circulating in Palestine. The anonymous author retells primeval and patriarchal history in 50 chapters, but he does so according to a strict priestly chronology. Every event, okay, now you guys are going to have to excuse my pronunciation of some of these words because I'm on my journey with my Father, Yahweh. So, as I said, we're reading from the first canon, the Ethiopian Bible, complete large edition. So, I've set my regular Bible away for now, and I want to read the first canon. So you excuse me if I mispronounce some things, but you know. Hi. Who is that? Fernandez. How you doing? Okay, let me get back to my reading. The anonymous author tells primeval and patriarchal history in 50 chapters, but he does so according to a strict priestly chronology. Every event is assigned to a 7-year week, and those weeks are gathered into 49-year jubilees, hence the book's title. As the angel of the presence recounts these ages to Moses on Sinai, and that's why we have hospitals like Mount Sinai. I understand that now. Good, yes, I'm reading. I decided to share my reading, Jubilees. One of the books that were taken out of the original Bible. Okay, Moses on Sinai. The narrative weaves in themes that mattered deeply to reform-minded Jews of the time. Renewed emphasis on the supremacy of the Torah, the heavenly origin of the 364-day solar calendar, the conventional obligations that distinguish Israel from the nations, and the cosmic struggle against the demonic offspring of the Watchers. Oh, demonic offspring of the Watchers. We know about the Watchers, right? The Watchers. They were to come down to earth. They were angels he sent down to earth to, watch over his children, the people, and the Watchers. That's the book of Enoch. I will get to that soon because I'm fascinated by the books that were left out of the Bible that we have today, like the Watchers. The author strengthens Israel's identity by grounding every major festival, purity law, and boundary marker, and see, I can't, I don't know that word, excuse me, Yahweh, in iniquity, insisting that the commandments were already known and kept by the patriots. All right, Jubilees, chapter 1. Jubilees, chapter 1. Okay, I'm ready. All right. Yahweh summoned Moshe, that is Moses, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Moshiach, to the mountain to share the record of the division of the days. And it happened in the first year after the children of Israel left Egypt, in the 3rd month, on the 16th day of the month, that Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, "Come up to me on the mountain, and I will give you 2 stone tablets. I will give you 2," he told Moses. That's Moses. Moshe. Yes, and I hope I'm saying it right. I should have checked with Google how to pronounce it. Moshe. That's Moses. I'm going to look up the pronunciation just to be sure. I don't want to offend my God. Goodbye. I had to do stuff. Okay. Fernandez, go do what you have to do, and you make sure you have a blessed day, okay? If I don't see you again, you have a blessed, safe year, okay? Now let me get back to my reading. All right. I need understanding. I need understanding of my Father. I need to know what to call him. I know I call him God. I call him Lord. But his name, Yahweh, is what I know now. And that is his name. Yahweh, 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 Yahweh. It's all in the book. In this Ethiopian book. The first canon, the first Bible, before it got, messed with and books were taken out. Okay? So I'm fascinated with it, and I'm going to continue to read. Now, where was I at? Oh, okay. Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying, "Come up to me on the mountain, and I will give you 2 stone tablets with the Torah." Oh, I also have the Torah. Yes, I have to go back and forth, I believe, with the Torah. Okay. So let me just finish reading my Jubilees. It's good to share, right? So today we're sharing. I will give you 2 stone tablets with the Torah and the commandments I have written on them, so you can teach them. And Moshe went up to the mountain of Yahweh, and the glory of Yahweh rested on Mount Sinai, and the cloud covered it for 6 days. On the 7th day he called to Moshe from the cloud, and the glory of Yahweh appeared like a consuming fire on top of the mountain. Moshe stayed on the mountain for 40 days and 40 nights. He stayed on the mountain, Moses, for 40 days and 40 nights. And Yahweh taught him the earlier and later stories about how all the days of the Torah and testimony were divided. Okay, were divided. Then he says, "Set your heart on every word I'm about to speak to you on this mountain, and write them in a book." And write them in a book, so that future generations will know that I have not abandoned them, even though they've broken the covenant. We have broken the covenant, as a people. We don't follow his word. We don't give him time. Everyone is so focused on themselves. Evil is festering a lot here on this earth. Evil seems to be taking over this place we call earth. And we've broken the covenant, and he's not happy. Okay? I made with you today on Mount Sinai, and when these things happen to them, they'll understand that I've judged them rightly. And they'll realize I was truly with them all along. He is always there. He's truly with you all along, even though you may not know, just like me. I didn't know when I was going through so many things in my life, the trials and the tribulations. I thought I was handling it by myself. I didn't give him his time. I didn't give him the time, read his word, understand who he is until now. I wish it would have came about earlier in my life, but it came about. And now I stand by his word. Okay, where did I leave off at? Mount Sinai. And when these things happen to them, they'll understand that I've judged them rightly. And they'll realize I was truly with them all along. Write down all the words I'm telling you today, because I know they are rebellious and stubborn. We are rebellious and stubborn. We don't want to listen to his words. We don't want to learn about him. Rebellious and stubborn. Even before I bring them into the land I promised to their ancestors, to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, saying, I will give this land flowing with milk and honey to your descendants. To your descendants. They'll eat and be full, but then turn to other gods. Yep, and then turn to other gods. We eat and we're full. We have housing. We have a roof over our head. We have clothes on our backs. We have food in our stomachs. But we turn to other gods. And what I mean by other gods, I mean, let's take for instance, internet. That is your other god. Anything you worship more than the Father, Yahweh, the Lord, is another god. Like, I consider my phone another god, because it's like I worship my phone. I always have it. It's always in my hand, and it's just something. You can't worship anything more than him. That's how I feel about it. All right, where we at? Descendants, they'll eat and be full, but then turn to other gods, ones that can't help them in times of trouble. Do you think my phone can help me in a time of trouble? Not really. Because if it's really going down, the phones ain't going to be working. All I'm going to have is my Father, Yahweh. So I have to, fix some things in my life. The phone is like a idol for some people. They live by it. It's another thing I want to come back and talk about. AI. The word AI is mentioned in the Bible. I don't know the exact number, but it's mentioned in the Bible a lot of times. AI, the city of AI, which was destroyed. So keep that in mind. City of AI in the Bible was destroyed. I can't remember the exact passage, so I'm not going to guess. But okay, AI is something I think we all should be worried about right now. But I'm going to move on. Okay. Can keep them in time of trouble. And this testimony will be a witness against them. They'll forget everything I commanded and follow the nations, their unclean ways and disgraceful practices, and worship their gods, which will become a stumbling block and source of distress to them. Yep, it will become a stumbling block and a source of distress. In today's world, we have so many idols that people worship, especially in these churches, okay? Especially in these churches, these mega churches. Who are you worshiping? Are you worshiping the pastor? Are you worshiping the fashion, the clothes? Who are you worshiping in those big churches? I don't know. But, I'd rather form a relationship with my God on my own. I don't need a third person to go to my God, okay? Yeah. So that's what I believe that's what he means. Well, we've broken the covenant. We've broken the covenant. And we have to get back to his word. Yahweh. We have to get back to his word. Okay. Many will die. Many will die. But be taken captive and fall into their enemies' hands. All right. Because they ignored my laws, my commandments, my covenant, feasts, my Shabbats, my holy place that I made for myself among them, my tabernacle and my sanctuary, which I set apart in the land to carry my name, Yahweh, Yahuwah, whatever, Elohim, whatever you call your God, okay? I call him Yahweh. All right, my name and dwell there. They'll make high places and sacred groves for themselves. And Oops. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm just going to read. And carved idols. Each person will worship their own false god, misleading others, and even offer their children as sacrifices to demons and to all the lies their hearts have believed. I will send the messengers to testify against them, but they won't listen. We won't listen. We won't listen as a people. You know, we won't. It's like we don't have time for our Father, our Lord, your God, Yahweh. We don't have time. Everything is an idol. The phone is an idol. When you sit in those churches and worship a false prophet who tells you to tithe every 5 minutes, you know, you've got to be careful with the false prophets out here. And there's many. Beware of false prophets, my friends. Okay? That's why I just like to read from the word. That's it. I like to read his word and read it aloud now. And I'd rather have a relationship between me and my Father. I don't need a third person. Okay? And they won't listen. They'll even kill the messengers. Yes, they will even kill the messengers. There's so much going on in this world today with so many riots and protesting, and this world is going to hell. It's already there. This is Satan's playground we're in right now. And you got to have his word. You have to search his word. Like, I'm just searching for understanding. I'm searching for wisdom. I'm searching his word because that's all we have. And in this today's society is really bad. You guys know what's going on out there. All of the riots, people getting shot, and it's a big distraction. A lot of things are a distraction from his word. And I refuse to fall for the distractions. Even if that means putting my phone down and stop worshiping my cell phone, because I do. A lot of us do. So I'm working on that and just giving him, everything is a process for me. Coming to my Father and understanding him and learning him. I always believed in him and I always knew he was there, but I never took the time to understand his word. I started off with the Bible, you know. Then I learned that a lot of things were taken out of the Bible that we have today. So then I turned to Ethiopian Bible and the Torah. So I'm just trying to learn. You know, they say to seek wisdom. I'm seeking wisdom. You know, it's not easy, but I'm trying to understand his word and live by his word. Keep his commandments, and I'm doing good at that. I'm doing good at keeping the commandments. And just where I fall short is reading his word every day. You know, I used to every day, every morning, I would read the word, and then I just started going through things, and I slacked off, and I have to read his word. It's the only thing that gets me through, you know. All right, back to reading. Okay, demons, and to all the lies their hearts have believed. I will send them messengers to testify against them, but they won't listen. We won't listen. They'll even kill the messengers and attack those who seek the Torah. They'll corrupt and change everything to keep doing evil in my sight. Then I will hide my face from them and hand them over to the nations to be captured, plundered, and destroyed. I will remove them from the land and scatter them across the nations. Okay, this saying to me, like, you know, the 12 tribes, they say they're scattered all around the world, around the nations. I believe that. I believe that. The children are scattered across the nations. They'll forget my Torah, my commandments, and my rulings. They won't remember the new moons, the Shabbats, the feasts, jubilees, or my statutes. But later they will return. They'll return to me from among the nations with all their heart, soul, and strength. Yes, I have returned to my Father. Yep, I have returned. I'll gather them from every nation and they'll look for me and find me when they search with all of their heart and soul. Yes, they'll look for me and they'll find me when they search with all of their soul. And yes, I have been searching with all of my soul. All of my soul. And I found him. I will give them overflowing peace with righteousness. I'll remove the sinful root from their hearts with all my heart and soul. They'll become a blessing, not a curse. They'll be the head and not the tail. I will rebuild my sanctuary among them. Live among them. Oh, he will build his sanctuary among them. We will live with him. We will live with the Father. Because that time is near. You know, just look how this world is going. It's ridiculous. It's a lot of evilness. It's a lot of wickedness all around us. So it's time. And that's where I'm at. It's time to find my Father and get close to my Father. Because the covenant has been broken. We don't worship him anymore like we should. Okay. I will rebuild my sanctuary among them. Live among them. And I'll be Yahweh, their sovereign ruler. And they will be my people in truth and righteousness. I want to be one of his people in truth and righteousness. I won't abandon them or leave them behind because I am Yahweh, their sovereign ruler. Then Moses fell on his face and prayed, saying, O Yahweh, my sovereign ruler, don't leave your people and your inheritance. Don't let them go astray in the error of their hearts or fall into the hands of the nations who will rule over them and lead them into sin against you. Will lead them into sin against the Father. Have mercy on your people. O Yahweh, fill them with a spirit that loves what is right. Don't let the spirit of Belial, rule over them to accuse them before you or drag them away from the path of righteousness until they perish. They are your people and your inheritance. You delivered them from Egypt. Yes, he delivered us from Egypt with great power. Give them pure hearts and holy spirits. Yes. You know what I say? I like to say when I meet people or when I'm out, I like to look at people's spirit. I don't even see the person. I look at their spirit. Is their spirit good? And it tells me automatically. The spirit tells you everything you need to know. Just be aware. You would know who is a believer and who is not. Trust your spirit. Test the spirit, as they say. That's what I do. I test the spirit. And once I know that your spirit is dark, I leave you alone. You have to be removed from my life. It's very simple. Test the spirit. Okay. Let them not be trapped in sin ever again. I plan on not to be trapped in sin ever again. And Yahweh said to Moses, I know how rebellious and stubborn they are. They won't listen until they admit their sins and the sins of their ancestors. Yup, you have to admit your sins, something I've been doing, admitting my sins, repenting for my sins. In the Father's name, Yahweh, I repent my sins because none of us are perfect. I've sinned. I still sin a little. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect. But you ask for his forgiveness and you know right from wrong. Once you open his book, you know right from wrong. So, sins of their ancestors. The sins of our ancestors. You know, we're paying for the sins of our ancestors because we broke the covenant and started worshiping false idols. Okay? And I feel bad for the people who are in the mega churches with them pastors because they're worshiping the pastor. They're worshiping the fashion. They're worshiping the wrong things when the word needs to be about God. I go through so many like pages on YouTube and pastors are talking about politics. What is a pastor doing talking about politics? I don't want to hear about politics if I walk in somebody's church. I don't want to hear about politics. But there you go. That's the following the false teachings and the false prophets and going through a third person to get close to your Father. I don't need a third person to get close to my Father. You know, I may need it for fellowship, but he says two or more in the midst I will be there. Eh? Two or more, that's what I do. That's my fellowship. I don't walk into these churches anymore because I don't trust them. Well, I can see when a church is not really good for you. It's all about the money. It's all about the fashion. It's all about what the latest stuff is going on with politics. That's not a place for church, okay? But anyway, their ancestors. But after that, they will come back to me sincerely with their hearts and soul. I will remove the hardness from their hearts. And that's what I've been asking my Father, to remove the hardness of my heart. Because my heart has been hardened, you know. I'm older now. And my heart has been hardened to many things. And that's what I ask him, is to soften my heart, Father, please. And that's what it's about. All right. Their heart and soul. I will remove the hardness from their hearts and from their children's hearts. I pray for your children as well. You know, I have a child. He's older now. He's a grown man. But I still pray for him so he can become wiser and search for his Father. You know, Yahweh. He's a grown man, but I still pray for him to come to God. You know, come to the Father. Okay. I will give them a Holy Spirit and cleanse them so they will never turn away from me again from that day forward forever. And once he gave me that call, I didn't turn away from him again. And I believe that, you know, this is what he wants me to do. I don't understand it. But he wants me to talk about him and spread his word. I am not a preacher. I don't claim to be one. I just want to read his word and get an understanding for myself, and maybe someone else can get an understanding. But this is what he wants me to do, and I don't know why. I don't question my God. I just do what he says. Come, speak my word. I'm not trying to be a preacher. I just want to read his word and talk about my struggles and my testimony and the things that I've been through. But back to my reading. Me again from that day forward, and their souls will stay close to me and keep all my commandments, and they will carry out everything I've asked, and I will be their Father. Yes, he is my Father. Yes, he is my Father. And they will be my children. All right, Father. And they will all be called children of the living Yahweh. And every angel and every spirit will know, they will truly know that these are my children, and that I am their Father, in truth and righteousness, that I love them. Yes, I love you too, Father. All right. And you must write down everything I'm telling you here on this mountain. He stood on the mountain with Moses, and he's giving him the commandments, I believe, from the beginning to the end, which will take place throughout all the appointed times in the Torah and the testimony, and in the weeks and the jubilees, all the way to eternity, until the time I come down and live with them forever. Forever. You heard that? He's coming back to live with his children forever. Forever. Yes, get it together, because the Father will return here. And I feel that it's getting close. The world is crazy, it's evil, and it's wicked. This world is nuts. Just look at the temperature today out there. What's happening? Riots. People getting killed. Or it's just crazy. It's a lot of wickedness. That's what we go back to, the watchers and the fallen angels. Yes. Okay, and I will live with them forever. And he said to the angel of the presence, write for Messiah, everything from the beginning of creation until the time when my sanctuary is firmly established among them for all time. And Yahweh will be seen by everyone, and all will understand that I am the sovereign ruler of Israel, and father of all the children of Jacob, and king of Mount Zion forever. And both Zion and I can't pronounce this, Jerusalem will be holy. Forgive me, Father. Will be holy, and the angel of the presence who led the camp of Israel took the tablets that recorded the divisions of the years and from creation of the Torah and the testimony, the weeks and the jubilees counted year by year. Like I know that we follow a different calendar than we should be following. That's what I'm learning so far. We're following not the right calendar. Yeah, year by year. According to all the jubilees from the day of the new creation, when the heavens and the earth will be renewed, along with all creation according to the order of heaven, and everything on earth until the sanctuary of Yahweh is built in Jerusalem on Mount Zion, and all the lights in the sky will be made new to bring healing, peace, and blessings to all the chosen ones of Israel. And it will remain that way from that day on for all the days that earth exists. All the days that earth exists. Yes. Jubilees 2 is where we're at right now. And my groceries are here, so I have to go get them. Okay, I'll be back. I'm going to continue my reading, though. If no one's here, I understand. I'll be back. I'll get my groceries. Let me get up here. Okay, I am back. If anyone's here, if not, that's fine. I'm reading for myself. Oh, one person is here. I'm reading for myself. Just sharing my readings. All right. Jubilees 2. Moses receives the full account from creation, and the angel of the presence spoke to Moshe as Yahweh commanded, saying, write down the full story of creation, how in 6 days Yahweh Almighty finished all his works, and everything he formed, and he rested on the 7th day, setting it apart from all time and making it a sign for all his creation. And my mouth is dry. I need water. Now I have to go get water. So I'll be back. I see that one person hanging in there with me. I'll be back. I'm sorry. I'm dying of water. I'm dying of thirst. I just need water. I don't want to say I'm dying of thirst. That's not good because words have power, right? Okay. Words have power. need water. My mouth feels like a cotton ball. Oh. Okay. I am back. I had to go get my water because I'm thirsty. This right here, my friends, this is really good. It's rosemary and blueberries. I sit it in here overnight and just let it do its thing. Blueberries and rosemary. It's good for you. Look up the benefits. It's good. I forgot all the benefits, but it's good for you. Try it. Put it in your water. All right, let me get a sip. Oh, yeah. Rosemary and blueberries. Put it in overnight and just let it sit to the morning. Okay? That's my water. Living water. The living water. Let's get back to reading. I forgot where I left off. Okay, well, let me get this marker because I keep forgetting. I keep losing my place, so when I get up, I'll just have to mark it. We're going to start over because this is my reading from my understanding. I'm just sharing it on YouTube. YouTube, Yahweh, my Father. Okay. On the first day, set apart for all making, no, all the works and everything he formed. I'm just going to start right here. On the first day, he created the heavens above, the earth and the waters, along with all the spirits that serve before him. We are all spirits. And that's when I realized, spirits that serve before him. Okay, I'm right here. We are all spirits. My spirit talks to me. That's what woke me up. My spirit, He called. He was like, okay, it's time for you to wake up. And my spirit has guided me this far. It's the spirit. We all have spirit in us. If you're good-hearted, you have a good spirit. If you're not good-hearted, you have the dark spirit, an evil spirit. But everyone has a spirit. That's why I say test the spirit, not the person. Okay? Serve before him. The angels of the presence, the angels of the holiness, the angels of the spirit of fire and of wind, the angels of the clouds, darkness, snow. It's just so funny. Snow. It's snowing out here now. Or it snowed last night. We have a lot of snow out here. I'll show y'all later. But snow, hail, frost. Oh, it was a reason I came to share this today. Because it's actually snow outside today. I'll show y'all. And the angels of sound, thunder, and lightning, and the spirits of cold and heat, of winter, spring, autumn, and summer, and all the spirits of living things in heaven and on earth. Yes, all the living things. Every living thing has a spirit. My cat has a spirit. I don't know where she at right now, but she definitely has a spirit. My cat, Freeway. Your pet has a spirit. We all have a spirit, Test the spirit. He also made the deep places, the darkness, the evening and night, the light, the morning and day, all shaped by the wisdom of his heart. Then we saw his works and praised him and gave glory to him for all he had done. Give him glory for all he had done, okay? Give him glory. For he created 7 powerful works on the first day. On the second day, he made the firmament in the middle of the waters, and he separated the waters that day. Half went up above, and half stayed below the firmament, over the whole earth. This was the only thing Yahweh did on the second day. On the third day, he commanded the waters on the earth to gather into one place, and dry land appeared. The waters obeyed and moved as he told them, pulling back from the earth into one area outside the firmament. And the dry, that's why, like astronauts and everybody wants to go to space and break that firmament. That firmament was not meant to be broken. Okay? And the dry land showed itself. That day he made all the seas in their separate places, all the rivers, water sources, and the mountains, and across the earth, the lakes, the dew of the earth, seeds to be planted, growing plants, fruit trees, forest trees, in the Garden of Eden, and Eden itself. And where is Eden located? Eden is in Africa. Yep. Okay. Eden itself. These 4 major works he did on the third day. On the fourth day, he created the sun, the moon, and the stars. Yes, the sun, the moon, and the stars. I love the sun and the moon and the stars, The moon. I love the moon, and I love the sun. It's just something about the sun. Sun is good for you. Sun is the best disinfectant. You're starting to hear that a lot now, but it is. It is. Sun. And I need to go outside and get me some sun. Okay. These 4 major works he did on the third day. On the fourth day, he created the sun, the moon, and the stars, placing them in the sky to give light to the whole earth and to rule the day and night, separating light from darkness. Separating light from darkness, That's what we have on this earth. There's light and dark, and I'm trying to stay in the light, okay? I've been in the dark, Sometimes I can go dark. I'm an empath, but I stay in the light. But I do have a place in me that is dark. Everyone does. I don't like that side. I don't like that side of me. But it's there. Light and dark. Yes. Yahweh made the sun a great sign on the earth for counting days, Shabbats, months, feasts, years, the Shabbat of years, jubilees, and all the seasons of the years. The seasons of the years. Right now, well, they say we're in winter, but this calendar that we follow is not the correct one, and I have to get, more knowledge and wisdom about the correct calendar we should be following. Okay, this is my journey of self-understanding, of gaining wisdom, understanding. I was lost for many years. And now I have to learn. I have to gain wisdom. It's not something that happens overnight. I've been on this journey for years. And it started out with this book right here. The Holy Bible. This is where it started at, okay? It started there. And then I learned that started here. Then I learned that that wasn't the complete Bible. So it was up to me to gain wisdom and to gain knowledge. So that, oh, you back? Hi. Hi, Fernandez. You're back. Thank you for coming back. I hope some of these words, some of this reading helps you in some way. Okay? All right, so I'm going to get back. I forgot where was I. Okay. It separates light from darkness. Light from darkness. There's light and dark in this world. There is light and dark. I want to be in the light. I don't like the darkness. I've been there, you know. I can go dark. We all can go dark. But we try not to, you know. I used to be a dark empath at one point. That's not good. That's not good. Well, I would use the gifts that my father gave me for bad purposes. You know, when you have a gift, you have to use it for good. The gift. Everyone has gifts. Mine is empath. Sometimes it's a good thing and sometimes it's not. Sometimes it weighs down on me because I pick up on so much energy. That's why I stay to myself. I pick up on people's energy. If they're no good, I automatically see it. Yo, this person is dark. Their spirit is dark. You know, I pick up on energy. So being an empath is not everything. You know, I'm happy for my gifts, but it can become wasteful at times, and it can become lonely at times because you don't want to be around so much energy all the time. So it's a lonely life when you're an empath. But I have my father. Okay. I have my father. And bring blessings so everything that grows and thrives on the earth can prosper. He wants us to prosper here on the earth and to be good, you know, do good. None of us are perfect, but he wants us to, you know, do the best we can. Stay in the lane, okay? And prosper. Prosper. These 3 kinds he made on the 4th day. On the 5th day, he made huge sea creatures in the waters. These were the first living beings he formed with his hands, along with fish and all creatures that move in the waters, and all flying things, the birds and all their kinds. The sun rose to bless them and to bless everything on the earth, all the plants. I love my plants, all the fruit trees, and every living thing. Every living thing. These 3 types he made on the 5th day. On the 6th day, he made all land animals, all livestock, and every creature that moves on the earth. Then he made humanity. Oh my goodness. Then he made humanity. Oh, I got to get a drink of water because I know. Humanity. Get you some rosemary and blueberries. It's good for you. It's good. Many benefits. Rosemary and blueberry. And let it sit overnight in the refrigerator. Do you drink your water in the morning? Okay? Stay hydrated. Drink your water. Blueberry and rosemary. Yes. Okay. Now we about to get down to business. Now we about to get to business. What he say right here? Then he made humanity. Humanity. Humanity is fading here on this earth. No one has humanity anymore. It's crazy. It's crazy. If you turn on the news, it's nuts. People are really losing their mind. No more humanity. Where has it gone? It's dying. Humanity is dying. And Yahweh is not happy. Just turn on the TV. Just scroll down YouTube. Humanity is gone. It's dying. And he knows that. And he's not happy. Yahweh is not happy with us. Okay? He made humanity. A man and a woman. He created them. Oops, once again. Man and woman. That's what he created. Man and woman. There's no in between. I'm sorry. It's not. Man and woman. He created them and gave them authority over everything on earth, in the seas, in the skies, over animals and livestock, and over every living thing on the ground. He gave them rule over the entire earth. These 4 kinds he made on the 6th day. Altogether, there were 22 kinds. He finished all his works on the 6th day. Everything in the heavens, on the earth, in the seas, in the deep places, in the light and in the darkness, and in all creation. He gave us a powerful sign, the Shabbat day, to work for 6 days and rest on the seventh day from all labor. Okay? All the angels of the presence and all the angels of holiness, these two great orders. He commanded to keep Shabbat. Yes, he did command to keep Shabbat. I'm learning, Yahweh. Keep Shabbat with him in heaven and on earth. He said to us, look, I will choose a people from among all the nations, and they will keep the Shabbat day. I will set them apart as my people and bless them, just as I have set apart the Shabbat for myself and made it holy. I will bless them, and they will be my people, and I will be their sovereign ruler. Sovereign ruler. I have chosen the descendants of Jacob from everything I have seen and call him my firstborn son. I have set him apart for myself forever, and I will teach them about the Shabbat day so they can rest on Shabbat from all work. This is how he created a sign for them, so they would keep Shabbat with us on the seventh day, to eat and drink and give praise to the one, and give praise. They're the Shabbat. Yep. I'm not too good with that. Saturday, well, isn't it Friday sundown to Saturday sundown? I'm learning. Keep the Shabbat. He understands my heart. I'm learning. He's opening my eyes. And I am blessed to have him open my eyes. Okay. Hey, you're still hanging in there, Fernandez. Thank you, my friend. With my struggle reading. I'm struggling reading. But it's working out. I'm getting the word. That's all that matters. And I'm sharing it like he wants me to. That's what he wants me to do. On my level. So this is what I do. Okay. Who made everything as he has blessed and set apart a people special to himself above all others, so they can keep Shabbat with us. He caused his commandments to rise before him like a sweet-smelling offering every day. There were 22 heads of humanity, from Adam and Jacob, and 22 kinds of work were created up to the seventh day. And Adam, we all know Adam and Eve, right? Yes, we know Adam and Eve. But who bit that apple? Adam or Eve? I think Eve bit the apple. I gotta go back to my Genesis. Eve bit the apple because she didn't want to follow the rules. She wanted something more. She convinced Adam to eat the apple. The serpent convinced them it's okay to eat the apple, for eat from this tree. You know, that's why they say woman can persuade lots of things. We are very good at persuasion. I'm a woman and I know this. I don't deal in life that way anymore, but I know women can be very persuasive. I'm one of them. I tell my son all the time, he's a grown man, and I tell him, you gotta be careful. These women, they're very good at conniving and they're very good cunning. All right? Be careful of these women out here. If anybody listening, gotta be careful. Because Eve ate that apple and told Adam to eat it. And now that's why we have pain. That's why we have pain in this world. That's why it is the way it is. A woman persuaded him to do something that was not right. And look what happened. Yeah, I tell my son all the time, beware of these women. He's grown, but beware of these women out here. They're very persuasive. I'm one of them. I used to use that power at a certain time in my life. I don't know more though. All right. Yes. This day is blessed and holy, and the earlier works are also blessed and holy. And both the day and the works are joined together for sanctification and blessing. And to Jacob and his descendants, it was given that they should always be the blessed and holy ones of the first covenant and the Torah, just as he sanctified and blessed the Shabbat day on the seventh day. He created the heavens and the earth and everything in them in 6 days. And Yahweh made the seventh day holy because of all his works. And he gave the command that anyone who works on it should die. And anyone who defiles it will surely die. Okay, so that is something we must keep in mind. Shabbat. Anyone who works on that day shall die. Ooh, and so God, our Father, our Father. When we look at our Father, we say, oh, he's so sweet and our Father could be ruthless if you don't follow his commands. Didn't Jesus, didn't Yahweh Shai, Jesus, didn't he flip over tables? Yeah. Yeah, it's something you just can't play with. Our Father is real. Okay, will surely die. So you must instruct the children of Israel to guard this day and keep it holy, and not to do any work on it, and not to defile it, because it is holier than every other day. And anyone who breaks it will surely die. Anyone who works on it will be judged to die forever, so that the children of Israel will keep this day throughout their generations and not be removed from the land, because it is a holy and blessed day, and everyone who observes it and rests on that day from all work will be holy and blessed for all time, just like us. Proclaim and teach the children of Israel the Torah concerning this day, and they should keep the Shabbat on it and not turn away from it in the stubbornness of their hearts. Our hearts can be very stubborn, that they must not do any work on it that is not proper, or follow their own desires, or prepare food or drink on it, or draw water, or carry anything into or out of their houses that they didn't already prepare on the 6th day. Oh, okay. On the 6th day, they should not carry anything from one house to another on that day, because that day is holier and more blessed than any day of Jubilee. In heaven, we observed Shabbat before any human was shown how to develop. Before any human was shown how to keep Shabbat on the earth. The Creator of everything blessed the day, but he did not set apart all nations and peoples to observe Shabbat. Only Israel. Only they were given permission to eat, drink, and rest on the Shabbat day on the earth. The creator of all things. I love that. The creator of all things. He is the creator of the sun, the moon, the stars, of all things. Bless this day that he made for blessing, and made it holy and more glorious than every other day. The Torah and this testimony were given to the children of Israel as a law forever through all their generations. Amen. Yes, all right. So that was Jubilees 2. And I think I'm going to leave it there for today. I got some reading done today, I'm happy about that. So anyone, ooh, my stand is acting up today. My stand is really acting up today. Well, I don't want to go. Okay, whoever's here, thank you for listening to this reading, my reading today. Ethiopian Bible, the first canon before they started messing with the word, the book, the Bible. The taken out books are in the Ethiopian Bible. It's all in here. Maccabees, Jubilees, all the missing books. Now, why did they do that? Why did they take out these books out the Bible? Why would they do that? I have no idea, but they did. They took out the book of Enoch. What's in this book? Let me see. Ethiopian Bible, the complete. Let's see what they took out of the main Bible. Why did they take it out of the main Bible? These are the books that are in this Ethiopian Bible, the first canon written. Okay? They took out, I have to learn how, Esdras, the book of Judith, the Greek additions to Esther, the book of wisdom. That's what I want to read next, the book of wisdom. I need wisdom. I need wisdom. I need wisdom. Wisdom is her name. And wisdom is her name, Sophia. Sophia is wisdom. Y'all like my bonnet? This is my new bonnet. Yep. Okay, so what do I want to read next? The book of Sirach. The book of Sirach. I have to get that. The book of wisdom and the book of Sirach. The book of Baruch. The epistle of Jeremiah. The song of the three holy children. The book of Susanna. Bell and the Dragon. I have to, it's so much to read. The prayer of Manasseh. Psalms 151. 4 Baruch. 1 Enoch. That's what I want to get into. Enoch. Jubilees. Ethiopic. Didask. I'm having a tough time pronouncing some things, you know. I wasn't raised with this, I was raised with the Holy Bible, you know. And there's a lot missing from that Holy Bible. Why? I asked God why. Why is so many books taken out of the Holy Bible? Someone tell me. If anybody has an answer, can someone tell me? Why is there so many books missing from this thing right here? Why is that? I don't know. But I do understand now. I have a lot more understanding than I had before. Due to my Bible. I'll come back again and read some more. Happy holiday to everybody out there. Martin Luther King holiday. Even though he ran us in a burning building. But happy holiday, Martin Luther King. Leading your people into a burning building. Thank you. All right. Try this rosemary and blueberries, and let it sit overnight. It has some very good properties, you know. I wish I could look them up right now, but my other phone is dead. Let me see. I wonder if my Kindle is charged. Nope, my Kindle was never charged. I was gonna look up the benefits of oh, I can't put that on there. I was gonna look up the benefits of the blueberry and raspberry. I mean blueberry and rosemary. It's great benefits. I just can't think of them right now. My mind is on that word. You learn so much. Wisdom. Wisdom is her name. Oh, let me read something. Okay. This is a Torah. Let me see. Where did I leave off in here? Where did I leave off in the Torah? Oh, Exodus. Exodus. Exodus is coming. Exodus. The second book of Moses, commonly called Exodus. And this is from the Torah. You know, I'm learning. I left off at Exodus. Exodus. It's going to be another Exodus where my father comes back for his people. He's coming back for his children. Yes, he is. Okay. Now, these are the names of the sons of Israel who came into Egypt. Every man in his household came with Jacob. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin, Dan, and Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. All the souls who came out of Jacob's body were 70 souls. And Joseph was in Egypt already. Joseph died, and did all his brothers, and all that generation. The children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly, and multiplied and grew exceedingly mighty, and the land was filled with them. Now there arose a new king over Egypt who didn't know Joseph. He said to his people, "Behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come, let's deal wisely with them, lest they multiply." And it happened that when they